The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
What's the plan for the Jets in the draft? We will do a live mock draft on the show. Our first of draft season. Cole Thompson will join us. It's the Jake Asman Show. Let's hit it and get it started. Man, our Jets are primed to win another offseason, baby. We bleed Jets green each and every day. Will the playoff drought finally end? Kings of the offseason, baby. This is what we do. At least we have Garrett Wilson. We have Breece Hall. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chat, baby. Cut the line. We have Sauce Gardner. We have Quinn Williams. Prepare to be underdogs. Now it's time to talk all things New York Jets. It's the Jake Asman Show. We're getting mocked up today on the show. Before we do that, little announcement at the top. I'm running a survivor pool for March Madness as Maniac Survivor Madness. The rules, you see it on the screen. You basically have to pick one team in every round, and it's just like NFL Survivor, only with college basketball. The pool will lock at 10 p.m. tomorrow night, a.k.a. when the final games of the first round are getting underway. So if you want in on Asmaniac Survivor, the link is in the description. It's $25 per person for a chance to win up to, if we max out entries, $15,000. So if you want to compete against your fellow Asmaniacs as promised, join the Asmaniac Survivor pool. Once again, the link is in the description. And if you're watching live, I will post it in the live chat. Same exact programming site we're using if you filled out an Asmaniac Madness website. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's say hello to our weekly guest Wednesday mornings, our friend Cole Thompson. Cole, it is mock draft season, and we are about to do our first one since draft season officially got underway.
Let me ask you, are you already annoyed that you have to say in every single one of your intros, winners of the offseason and not winners of the actual regular season? Because this needs to be the year where it finally starts getting going, right?
Well, it's funny because Jet fans, like, we always joke about winning the offseason, and then the season gets here and the team disappoints. So this year, most people have been disappointed, I would say, with a lot of the offseason. So maybe it could be the reverse, where they don't win the offseason, but it means they actually have a good regular season.
That's the hope, isn't it? I mean, at least 8 wins. I'd call that a victory in 2025 for sure. What up, dude?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed mock draft season. If you've been with us for a long time, we always do this with Cole. We fire up a mock draft simulator, and each week on the show through the draft, we break down possible strategies the New York Jets could employ: trading up, trading back, sticking and picking. We got 36 days, 9 hours, 15 minutes, and 9 seconds from the draft. But hey, who's counting? So with that said, Cole, let's fire up a little mock draft simulator. Before we do that, though, looking at where the Jets are right now, pick number 7. What to you is the biggest thing you're evaluating from now until the draft that could influence what the Jets do with that number 7 pick?
3 things. Number 1, is anybody going to make a trade up before the draft? So who is potentially going to move themselves in a position to get a quarterback? Because of, if there's already that in play, then you're already probably going to be stuck at pick number 7, unless you really want to move deep down and then say you're going to take like a Kelvin Banks out of Texas or a Josh Simmons out of Ohio State. So those are things that I think are really important. Number 2, what is the value of what we're going to see from Tyler Warren at his pro day? Also, what we're going to see from Armand Membo at his pro day. Because for my money, the top 3 guys that I'm looking at pick number 7, Armand Membo out of Missouri, Tyler Warren out of Penn State, Tet McMillan out of Arizona. We already saw Tet McMillan run a 4.48 at Arizona's pro day earlier this past week. So I feel really good about now. You throw that in along with his size, along with his physicality, what he can be on the outside opposite of Garrett Wilson. That's a lot in play. And then the third thing that I think is going to be really important here is what happens in the first 6 picks. Like, does somebody move on up to go take I don't know, Ashton Genty at pick number 6? Is somebody moving on up to take a Mason Graham at pick number 4? And then that pushes you down to where the value continues to go on up to where you could see a draft day trade. Because if I look at all 3 of those selections, those are the 3 guys that I'm targeting. And I feel like that one of them could be there if I was to say drop down to number 12 or drop down to number 14. Now, again, somebody's got to be willing to move up. The draft compensation's got to be there. But if, let's just say Dallas, perfect example. They want to move up to pick number 12. I mean, pick it from pick number 12. You get a 3rd round pick. You get a 4th round pick in return. And you move down 5 spots. You're going to land one of the 3 players that we've already talked about. And you're going to pick up a second. I mean, you're going to pick up 2 extra picks. I think that's a winning formula. So it's little things like that that I'm going to be paying close attention to over the next couple of days. Over the next couple weeks.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're tuned in live, click the like button. Also, quick announcement for those who are competing for a raffle prize in this week's ASMANIAC raffle. We added a 5th prize during the second show yesterday. So we're giving away this week a signed Don Maynard jersey, signed Garrett Wilson helmet, signed Wayne Corbett helmet, signed Brandon Marshall jersey, and just announced yesterday a signed Jericho Cotchery jersey as we continue our successful Jets wide receiver theme for this week's ASMANIAC raffle. So gift away for your chance to win any of those 5 prizes. With that said, Cole, what you will see up on the screen is officially our mock draft simulator. So I have selected the New York Jets. I have selected 7 rounds. I have selected a slow draft speed so we could sit back and enjoy the mockness of it all.
Jesus.
And ladies and gentlemen, it is time to draft. Here we go. All right. Let's see what the Titans are doing. Grant, whoa.
Ma'am. All right. Mason Graham, Will Campbell.
That doesn't make any sense. I already hate this.
No. I mean, that's the problem with PFN is that you don't get any sense made out of it. Travis Hunter, Ashton Genty. Okay. And here we go. Okay. So the Texans are willing to trade 25, 58, the 2nd round pick, the 3rd round pick, and one of their 3rd round picks.
What would the Texans be coming up for, by the way?
Armand Membo.
It probably would be Membo. Trading
maybe Ted McMillan if they really want to go with a big-time receiver. Okay.
This is a great deal. We move back 1 spot and get a 74th pick or one last final offer from the Saints. Oh, even better. Well, hold on. We got to give up.
No. This one's better because you're giving up a 3rd round pick to get a 2nd round pick.
Yeah. In this wild mock draft scenario here, I feel like
Carolina trade back.
Carolina would make the most sense. So for this first one here, we'll be team trade back in this scenario.
I would say right now, I personally just go back 1 spot because here's what's going to happen. What if somebody else wants to move on up and you still bring in another pick? Like, I'm just saying it's probably not going to happen, but I would say to gain a 3rd round pick just to move back 1 spot, all 3 of you guys are still on the board. Go for it. Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to accept
the deal.
The deal. We have moved back 1 spot. They moved up for Shamar Stewart.
Okay.
You know what would be funny? We just make as many trade backs as
I'm
possible.
thinking about it. I want to see who else is on the board. All right, so Atlanta at 15 is really interesting.
And we're also,
do it. Do another trade back.
Yeah, I mean, this is why fans think it's so easy to trade back because you do these simulators and like there's constantly offers. But I just feel like in real life, there'd be no way Atlanta is offering me this much to move back from 8 to 15, and I'm getting a 2nd and a 3rd, which would be huge for next year because then I have extra capital. Or even if I do this one, this to me is the better deal because I'm able to move back.
That's such a better deal. Such a better deal.
All right,
just do it. Let's just have fun. Just do it.
We're just going to make a lot of trades.
They took Membo. Will Johnson. Tyler Warren.
That's okay.
There we go. Now we're staying. No moving. Just take Ted McMillan. You take T-Mac. That's the best wide receiver for my money in this draft. He's an X receiver that pairs extremely well with what you got in Garrett Wilson. It's a young up-and-coming guy that I believe can work for Justin Fields. On top of that, you got 2 2nd-round picks just to move back a couple spots. Don't play the risk game.
I don't know. Chicago's giving me a lot of picks, Cole.
But you're moving down to 38, dude. No.
39, but I'm also getting a 2nd next year. And I have 41 and 72. I think I'd have like 6 picks in the first.
You would have 7 picks right there. Now, I personally say go take McMillan right here. That's my 2 cents.
All right, well, let's look at the board here. Obviously, for those of you who want a quarterback, Shador is sliding in this scenario, but I'm not going quarterback here. Tet to me would make a lot of sense here. You address a huge need. You got a lot of extra picks in the process. We're up again in 42, 43, and 73. I feel like Tet would make a lot of sense here. How do we feel about Tet?
I will make one argument. If you feel really good about this wide receiver class, which you very well could, go draft a defensive tackle and go get Walter Nolan.
Let's see.
Go get a pass rushing, great run defender to pair alongside with Quinnen Williams. Bolster up your front seven. Make yourself in a good position to where you have one of the best defensive lines in the NFL. Like already. Just do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the pick is going to be Tet.
Thank you.
We're Tetting it up, folks. Boom. Tet is our pick. And now we wait as the mock draft continues. I feel like we're in a pretty good spot.
You gained 2 picks to take a dude that I would not take at pick number 7, at pick number 11, simply by moving back and letting the other teams work it out. And by the way, you still walked away with one of the 3 guys that I said New York needs to walk out of. So 2 second-round picks for Tet McMillan. Like that, to me, that's a win. That is a huge win in my opinion. And I know. I already see people in the comments talking about how Steve Smith doesn't like Tet McMillan. Well, I like Tet McMillan for this style of offense because I think he's a good complement opposite of what you got in Garrett Wilson. And that's my main thing, is that I think that when you look at Tet McMillan and how he plays the game, what he's done as a route runner, how he's worked consistently across the middle of the field, that is a massive win in my opinion.
Almost done with round 1 here, folks. If you're just tuning in, we traded back 1 spot, acquired some extra picks, and we still got Tet McMillan.
So again, you're getting 2 second-round picks just to go ahead and get Tet McMillan. I think that's a massive win.
Look, I think when it comes down to our ability to execute in the draft, we actually moved back twice. We moved back 7 to 8 and then 8 to 11. Look at these extra picks we acquired, 43 and 74.
So think about that, Jake. It's not that you're just not getting Tet. You're also getting 2 second-round picks. So just for that price.
All right, let's look at where we are right now. We're in the second round. We got a little back-to-back, belly-to-belly. We are on the clock, and let's kind of look at who's off the board, who went in front of us. Kenneth Grant is gone. Jalen Milroe is gone if we were going to consider developmental quarterback. Jackson Dart is here.
But who else is there?
Walter Nolan is here. Mike Green is here, too. He's someone that I know Dom C has as his 5th overall player. That's how highly thought of he thinks of Mike Green. I'm just going to take a look at the offense first, specifically here. Donovan Jackson, Harold Fannin, Dart. See, this would be a great opportunity if the Jets did trade back to potentially take a quarterback here because you feel like you could still address needs and get a quarterback if you like someone. I don't know if the Jets would like someone, though. That's the question. Walter Nolan, Mike Green, Trey Amos. I want to see the tight ends because tight ends a huge need for the Jets.
Harold Fannin. Mason Taylor's still there. Gunnar Helm is still there. Elijah Arroyo's still there.
I feel like we can wait on tight end based on
You can wait on tight ends because I like Terrace Ferguson. I like Gunnar Helm. I like Gunnar Helm for this offense a lot. Let me ask you, Jake, what do you feel more confident in? Do you feel confident in the defensive tackle spot, or that you're going to get a healthy Jermaine Johnson coming off the edge?
I just feel like both are still big needs. Both are still big needs. I think Jermaine will play well, but to me, it's BPA here, whether it's an edge or it's a.
Now I have my two. Now I have my 2 senses, and there's a lot of people that will disagree with this one. And unfortunately, there's somebody who I don't get along with that does agree with this one. I say pass on Jackson Dart. And I say take Walter Nolan and Mike Green with back-to-back picks. Better your defensive line, short on up, get yourself a tight end in round 3, take the quarterback and Kyle McCord in round 4. That would be what I would do. Because if I'm going to give Justin Fields an opportunity throughout the entire year to feel like that he is the right guy for the system. That's my sense.
We need starters with these picks. I'm the most confident in Nolan and Green being plug-and-play starters right now.
They're plug-and-play starters. I will say, if you wanted to make a move for an offensive tackle, let's look at who's available. Because if you do got to see what you have a tackle, Irsay's not a bad option. Marcus Mbu is probably a pretty good option. Emory Jones is a guard. He's not a tackle, so I don't like that one. Andron Cornelius is probably a guy that I wouldn't want to start week 1. So I feel like, okay, do you feel like that you should take a tackle? That's with one of these 2 picks.
Well, without knowing what the Jets did in free agency, they do have a need at right tackle. So maybe we split the bill here. We go.
I would say split the billing here, and I would take.
How about Nolan, and then who's your best tackle here?
I would say Arisi out of Minnesota. I think he is a right tackle. So those would be my 2 picks. As much as I want Mike Green, number 1, Mike Green's not going to be here in the mock.
No,
he's not. But I think that when you just look at the current system, Nolan would better your defensive line entirely, especially in the run support. He'd be a great pairing alongside with Quinnen Williams. You get yourself a potential starting tackle in Arisi. And you land still a really, really good. Hold up. Is Josh Connerly still available? Offensive tackle.
He is not.
Okay, cool. So I would go with Arisi, and then I would go with Walter Nolan. As much as I would love Mike Green. Like, Mike Green, it's such good value here. He's not going to be here. So
we can move back 1 spot and get a 3rd.
Do it. Why not?
Because we can move back 11 spots and get a 4th.
Nah, just move back 1 spot. Just because of it guarantees you to still get one of your guys.
We're wheeling and dealing, baby. Thank you, Dallas. Oh, we can move back 3 spots and get a 4th.
Do you want to do it? Just take another one?
Let's see what the other offer is. Oh, the Cowboys want to keep making deals with us.
But you want to go all the way down.
This is too far down.
That's way too far down. You can move back 3 spots. You can get either the offensive tackle or Mike Green. Or you can just take Arisi right here.
We're going to go get the offensive tackle.
All right, go get Arisi.
We're only making trades if they help our team. Because we care about our team, folks.
Yeah.
All right. While this simulator is simming here till we pick again, OG Jet fan with a super chat. What up, Jake and Cole? I like Warren at 7. 2nd round, Jay Higgins. 3rd round, Ozzie Trapillo. 4th round, DT or linebacker. Tyleek Williams, defensive tackle if he's there. Jets. I like all those players. So
I don't think Tyleek Williams is going to be there, but I will say this is a better than I give a lot of credit to. Higgins is a really good fit in round 2. Everyone's talking about what's his name, Trapillo coming out from Boston College. I don't think he's a plug-and-play starter, which is the only thing I will say. And again, I'd rather take Warren and a trade back. Like, if I'm staying at 7, I'm getting if I'm staying at 7, I'm getting the tackle. Like, that's just my 2 cents. If I can trade back, then I would throw Tet and Warren into the play.
Ladies and gentlemen, while we wait for us to pick, I am excited to open up polling in today's ASMANIAC Madness matchup. Today features a great battle between 2 legendary ASMANIACs who are changing the way this tournament is put together. And by that, I mean 1 guy calls in all the time in Kyle, and 1 guy in Phenom we haven't heard from. The 4 seed, Kyle Clifton in action today, taking on the number 13 seed, Phenom. If you missed yesterday's action, Train region play continued. Yesterday, we saw Rick Kent defeat Robert C. and Jay Graves defeat BMAC, which brings us to the 4-13 on this show. And then the afternoon slate featuring Chef Kevin going up against Snowball in that one. So you look at the matchups here. Those are the 2 on deck. But right now, we start with Kyle and Phenom. And officially, ASMANIAC Madness, it continues on the show. Right after you hear Jim Nance tell us it continues.
It's time for ASMANIAC Madness. Who will cut the nets down as the top ASMANIAC for 2025? Some of you don't even care, but we do. Let's get to it.
Vote, vote, vote. All
I'm
right.
feeling good for Kyle Clifton today. I'm feeling good. I have him, I think, in my Sweet 16.
I think Kyle should win easily. We haven't
I
heard
think he
from
should
Phenom.
easily win.
All right, back to the simulator. So let's just kind of set the scene here, then we'll look at the trade offers. We have another back-to-back here because of all our trades. We're on 73 is our own pick. 74 was acquired via the trade that we made with the Panthers here. So let's evaluate our options here. Let's see who recently got picked.
Harold Fannon's off the board at tight end.
All right, so here to me, if we look at best player available, Higgins is here. We definitely could use another receiver. We also could definitely use a tight end. So I want to look at the tight ends who's here.
Gunnar Helm and Elijah Arroyo is still there, which again, back-to-back picks. You're in a good spot. So
our next pick after these back-to-back is not till 110 for reference.
Okay. Okay. Tight end, I think, should be one of them. But here's what I will say. If you want to move back, again, you could. But I think you're in a good spot. I really do.
Here are the trade offers. We could move back to 86 to get a third next year. I don't love that one. Cleveland's giving us 2 picks for the. This honestly might make a lot of sense.
What's the pick, though?
We're trading away our current 73. We're still up at 74.
Right.
And then we're getting 94 and 104.
Do that. Do that, because what it'll do is it'll allow you to kind of see who's available later on, and it'll let you take a tight end here and feel comfortable.
All right, we've accepted that deal. Cleveland traded up for Jalen Royals.
Don't do anything. Just stay put. I'm just I would stay put here.
I mean, Houston's giving us a 4th next year.
But you're okay. Well, you're giving up 2007. How many picks back is that?
I probably wouldn't take this because we'll just make a pick here. But this is why, once again, fans think it's so easy to trade back because there's all these deals. Anyway.
Go to tight end. I think that it's going to be Gunnar Helm is the top tight end, and if it is, just take him.
How do you feel about Gunnar Helm?
I love Gunnar Helm's film. I think that he is a phenomenal 3-down type of tight end. I think he's a good route runner. I think he's a very good blocker. I think he doesn't get enough credit for it. I think that he is good after the catch. I think he's got great hands. The reason why people were freaking out about his 40 time is because if he hurt his ankle right before, so he had a bruised ankle. When you see him run at Texas's Pro Day, I think that you're going to see the version of him that many thought was a potential top 64 pick. I love his flexibility. I love his hands. I love his physicality. I love the fact that he plays through contact. It's a really good fit for Justin Fields. And remember, Jake, if Justin Fields is your starting quarterback, what was the thing that he did when he was in Pittsburgh? Love the tight end play. Pat Freiermuth, Pat Freiermuth, Pat Freiermuth. What do you do in Chicago? Cole Kmet, Cole Kmet, Cole Kmet. My comp for Gunnar Helm is Pat Freiermuth. I think that he could absolutely be at that level, a top 20 tight end. Give me Gunnar Helm here. Call it a day.
I did it. Gunnar Helm locked in. Boom.
I love the pick. I think he's good. I think he's a really solid player. I think that he's not going to be there on actual draft day, but still, when you have it available, you don't second guess it. You just take the best player and move on.
Okay, so here are our picks. If you're just tuning into our mock, we traded back twice, ended up at 11. We took Tet McMillan at 11 there. Then we back-to-back essentially with Walter Nolan and Arinate Ursi. Arisay. So we have receiver, DT, offensive tackle, tight end, and now we have a bunch of extra picks coming up. So we are trying to maximize our results here. Also, if you're tuning in late, we announced plans for the Asmaniac Survivor Pool. $25 per entry. You could get up to 20 entries. Chance to win $15,000. Here are the rules on the screen. You got to basically treat it like it's NFL Survivor. So sign up. The link is in the description if you want to join. I will post it in the live chat as well for everyone out there. And you should have received an email too if you're a Patreon user on how to join as well.
You got an email because I got an email. And if I got an email, then I wouldn't got an email.
All right, Cole. Back to the mock we go. Let's take a look at where things stand first before we evaluate any trades. We are on the clock now. We are at pick 94. Our next pick after this is 104 and then 110. So here's the board right now. Let's take a look. I also want to see what quarterbacks are here because this would be a good spot to potentially go developmental guy, maybe. Quinn Ewers, Will Howard, Dylan Gabriel, Kyle McCord. They have McCord very low on the rankings.
They have McCord very low on here. I want to take him here. I mean, again, he's going to be available later on. That's the problem. Then that's the problem with these mocks is that you think that somebody's going to be there and he's not. How do you feel about pass rusher?
Pass rusher to me would be a need for sure.
Okay, let's go see who you got.
Also, if you're trying to call in, I just realized the wrong call-in link might have been posted. So I'm going to adjust that to those of you who are live. I think we had the wrong call-in link, which is a problem. So now it should be the right one when I repin it here. So Kyle Clifton, thank you for the heads up. because you're obviously competing and you're up big right now, by the way, 79-21
As
in
well as
Asmaniac
should.
Madness. So the right call and link has been posted. Apologies. All right. We're on the clock here. Best player available, Cole, would be Marcus Embo, Jack Besh.
Ooh, okay. Just screw what I said. Just
I
take
like
Jack
Besh.
Besh. Just
Yeah,
take
right?
Jack Besh. Yeah, just do it. Like, honestly, you pair him with Ted McMillan. Now you got an X receiver. You got a guy that is a big slot, that is a great block on the open field. I think he is a phenomenal guy after the catch. You throw in Gunnar Helm. I mean, your weaponry is young for Justin Fields, but by golly, is it exciting. I mean, like that's a no-brainer if he's there.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be here at 84 or
He's
at
not going to be
94.
there. He may not be there at 42.
Yeah,
Like,
his stock is definitely rising. I like it. I'm taking him. I think it's a good pick. And then if you kind of look at what we've done so far, we've doubled up on receiver, which to me, if you're going to double up at a position in kind of the second and third round, that's the spot to do it. It's probably not a great draft for first round number 1 receivers, but a good number 2, number 3. They're available in these rounds. And that, based on right now, where the Jets have Garrett Wilson and then what, Tyler Johnson and Alan Lazard as
and
their
Allen
other
was and Malachi Corley.
Now, this from the Eagles is a lot of picks here. 104. We're on the
You want to
clock.
keep trading back and just do more picks and just stockpile this roster?
Yeah, you know what? Why not, Cole?
Let's just do it. Why
let's
not?
get
It's already
wild.
weird enough, so let's just keep going. Why not?
Let's get wild, baby. I've accepted that deal. We just took a boatload of picks from the Eagles. Now look at the amount of picks we have, folks. How many picks are we going to come away? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and we got a
13
third
picks.
this year.
All that simply by moving back from pick number 7.
This is why fans
You know what the sad, Jake, you know what the sad part is? This is actually a pretty decent draft too. It's just like, I'm looking at the players and I'm like, I would feel very content walking away with this draft. It's so dumb.
We're on the clock again, Cole. I'm taking a look at the best players here. Oh, Jack Sawyer. Love a gritty white dude from Ohio State. National champion.
Who's best player available?
Best player available according to PFN is Josiah Stewart, edge for Michigan. Ozzie Trapillo is here. I really like him. He's a true right tackle.
He's a true right tackle. He is a what's it called? He is a developmental guy, for my opinion. Where's quarterback?
The top quarterback on the board is
it Dylan Gabriel?
Dylan Gabriel, Tyler Shuck, Riley Leonard, Kyle McCord.
All right. Well, here's the deal, Jake. We have so many picks that we can just go ahead and randomize and throw a dart at whichever quarterback comes in and hope that they hit. Everyone seems to love Ozzie Trapillo. Let's just go ahead and make him a Jet. Everyone wants him, so why don't we just go ahead and call it a day?
Yeah, we're on the clock again at 134, so that's in like 23 picks. So
He'll
take
be a
Trapillo
quarterback
here, and we can get our quarterback at 134 or 145.
Take Trapillo, call it a day. Welcome to Gang Green, Ozzie Trapillo. We love you.
Ozzie. Oi. All right, we have added another tackle here. Nobody does the draft like us, man.
Nobody does. Nobody. We're better than Daryl Morgie. We're better than literally every single mock draft person out there. We're
Castaway
fantastic.
Jet. With all this ammo, we could draft the next Zach Wilson. I hope not. The first person to gift a membership this show, 30 minutes in, is OG Jet fan 1995. OG in the raffle for
We're the
one.
freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
Oh, yeah. Ricky NY with a super chat as we wait for our next pick. Cole first for Warren, Ibon, Ozzie T, CJ West, or Eman Rory, Tyleek, Ozzie T, T Ferguson. So which scenario would you rather have based on these players?
Am I staying at pick number 7? Option A. If I'm going with pick number 2, I mean, if I'm trading down, probably still number 1, but it's a lot closer. It's a lot closer. Because I love Nicky Manwari. I think his tape is phenomenal. I think he is the best safety in the class far and away. I think that he is great when it comes to coverage. You can utilize him so well, and I think that he is one of those players that if you allow Aaron Glenn to get his hands on him properly, he will turn him into a stud. But I think that if you're staying at 7, it's Tyler Warren. Like, just completely, it's Tyler Warren. I can't even consider Manwari out in the top 15.
We are on the clock once again, Cole.
God, so many good players are still available. This is why this mock is awful. It's so good. It's so bad. Who's the best quarterback available?
Here's what we have done so far, people. Tet, Nolan, Cersei or Heresy, Gunnar Helm, Jack Besh, Ozzy Trapillo. To me, we're at a point now when we pick at 145, 161, and 162 after this. And we're at a best player available scenario here. Best player available. It's one of the stars of the college football playoff, Cam Scatterboo, but I don't think we're going to take him.
Why not just do it and just call it a day? Look at us. We have an offense headlined by Justin Fields, a bunch of rookie wide receivers. You throw in Breece Hall, plus you throw in Braylon Allen. Then you throw Cam Scatterboo into the mix. Why not, Jake? Just run the football if Justin Fields can't throw it. You're going to be one of the best rushing teams in the NFL.
I kind of like, if we're going to go developmental quarterback here, Shuck or McCord in this spot, just to guarantee ourselves one of them.
I have made this clear. If I'm picking a quarterback on day 3, I am absolutely taking Kyle McCord. I think Kyle McCord has all the intangibles that you love.
Done. I'm sold. We're not messing around with it. If we believe Kyle McCord,
I believe in Kyle McCord. I am very high on Kyle McCord compared to everybody else. I think Kyle McCord at pick 110 is better than most quarterbacks in round 1.
We need to identify another tight end here. This is the draft to double up on tight end.
Okay. What's our last pick?
207.
I feel good about where I'm going to take the tight end. So don't worry about it. Because there's a tight end that I really, really like, but I don't want to take him early. So I'd rather wait. Who's best player available? Jake, he is there. Just take him.
We got to take Cam, right?
You're taking Cam Scatterboo at this point.
You're
just taking Cam Scatterboo.
You know, no. He fits what we want to be as a team. Running the football, ground and pound. Breece Hall's in the last year of his deal. I like it. We should address defense again, though, at some point. We've only taken one defensive player.
Okay, well, then do you want to pass on him? Do you want to pass on him for defense because of, like, you do have to address
best player available, man.
All right, then take Cam Scatterboo.
And that's him. We're on the clock at 161 and 162 and 168. We could find defensive players there. We also need
the next 3 picks are going to be defense because I already know who I'm taking with the last pick. And I'll tell you right now, somebody has already announced it. So
I think the tight end you like is going to be Jackson Hawes from Georgia Tech.
It's going to be Jackson Hawes from Georgia Tech. That is, unless I start to see a run for him, then absolutely I'm saying go ahead and take him.
There's nothing like trading back multiple times, people.
Just trading back as much as possible, gain as many picks, and just build your team up.
You can see the chat is inspired by this strategy.
They are absolutely either loving or hating this because they all know it's not possible. They know for a fact none of this is going to happen.
Anything is possible on a PFN mock draft simulator.
Anything, including taking Jackson Dart with like the 114th pick because that's where they have him. And I mean, I'm not going to lie, that's where he probably should go, but it's not going to happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are here. We have a back-to-back, belly to belly. Tyler,
go to linebacker. Let's see who's available.
Oh, Jack Kaiser.
Jay Higgins is available too. What do you think is a bigger? Go to defensive. Go to defensive end.
Joyner.
Qual Robinson's still there. Johnny Walker's still there.
Safety.
Nah, go get Jack Kaiser. Well, hold up. Go to safety. Go to safety. Yeah, no. Go Jack Kaiser.
I'm just taking a look at this here. We also could potentially address
another defensive tackle.
Yeah, this would be the draft to do it.
I like JJ Pequise. I do, because I like that there's so much to like, I think, about his game. If you waited a little bit, I would go get Jay Higgins out of Iowa. I think he's a really good downfield.
This is what I love about the draft, by the way. Christopher writes in, Higgins stinks. Jets Johnny. Next comment. Jay Higgins is fire.
I love Jay Higgins. I personally love Jay Higgins. Wait, is Billy Bowman's not available, is he?
Billy Bowman is...
He's at safety.
He's not here.
No, Catan Crawford is.
I think we should take the linebacker.
Go get Jack Kaiser. And by the way, if you're going based off of a guy stinks because of his combine performance this late in the draft, Give me a break.
We're on the clock again. So we took Higgins and we need another player.
Let's see. Go safety again. Let me see who's available. Catan Crawford, Hunter Wallet, and trade. Nah, I got an edge. Screw it. Just take Jay Joyner.
What about Jordan Phillips? He's so hot. He's 127 and we're at 162.
You know what? Screw it. Just take JJ Pegues. Have fun with the draft. This is already so out of left field at this point. You go throw in a dude that's a 350-pound defensive tackle that can line up at fullback, that can line up at tight end. He ran some drills at the combine. Just do it. Why not?
Ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Phillips.
Well, I didn't say him. I said JJ Pegues, but we're going to take Jordan Phillips.
JJ Pegues.
There we go. There we go.
Right, we're nearing the end here.
I mean, we already, yeah.
Look at all these picks we've acquired, baby.
Jesus Christ.
M. Morris says, let's cancel this mock. It's too late. It's too late.
We're fully invested at this point.
We wheeled and dealed. We could even get a kicker with our last pick here. We have so many picks.
Just take, okay, go to edge.
Yeah, give me the best edge here. Is it your guy Joyner?
Yeah, just take Joyner. This is so out of left field.
We got 2 picks left, 186, 207, and we got Dallas's third next year to basically recoup the Hassan Reddick deal. Boom.
This is so bad. It's so out of left field. I know who I'm taking with the last pick. So who's the look at what's it called? Best linebacker available. I mean, not best linebacker. Look at best defensive back available. Whoever it is, just take him.
Either a corner or a safety. Why is Crawford still here?
From Auburn?
Hey, he's almost got a 10 rise score.
Oh, he's from Nevada. He wasn't that good at Texas. That was his problem. Jesus, this is taking forever. I just realized that you had it on slow speed. That was why. I didn't realize that at first. I thought you had it on normal.
It gives us time to sit back and
see who's available.
Ladies and gentlemen, update in ASMANIAC Madness. Kyle Clifton, 78. Phenom, 22. Domination for the 4 seed so far. All right, we are on the clock again here. We got 2 picks left. Best player available is right now. Another DT, another linebacker. Crawford kind of fits a need, too, and he's here. I also would like to double up on tight end.
Well, we're taking a tight end with the last pick, and he's available.
Jackson Hawes.
I say.
Well, I want to make sure we don't lose Hawes. All right. So I'm taking.
Do you want to take him then now? Because if that's the blocking tight end that you really need.
Yep.
All right. So take him now, and then we'll figure out what happens. Cool. I mean, that was the tight end I was going to take anyways. So
also PFN, update the new Jets logo, baby. Come on now.
No, they want to leave it blank. You know, with PFN.
They're using the old one.
But they've used that for years. I mean, they've used that for like 3 years now. The Jets logo, what? 2 years? They changed it last year?
Last year was the first year they changed it.
Yeah, they could have done it last year and they didn't do it.
Here we go.
Go take a Tan Crawford if he's available. Just call it a day. Anytime now. This is fun. Let's see. Is he available? I want just
look at this
draft. Look at that real fast and just go, Jesus Christ.
One of the great drafts that's ever been put together.
One of the best. Joe Douglas would still have a job if he had this draft.
All right, one last pick. Who's your guy?
Go to defensive back. Go to safety.
How about we get Dion's other son?
No, just no. Go to kicker. You know what? Screw it. Go to kicker. Oh, the best kicker is
Ryan Fitzgerald's here.
No, do Andre Borgelis. I think he's the best kicker for Miami.
Andre Borgelis. All right. If he sucks, we blame Cole. Here we go.
Yep. You blame me.
Boom.
Blame me for taking a 7th round kicker in a mock that is so backwards bullshit that honestly, I couldn't make this up even if I tried.
How'd we do, chat? Give us a grade. We traded back multiple times. We came away with Ted, Walter Nolan, plug and play tackle in the second round, and how do you say his name, Cole?
God bless. It's so hard. I just call him Arisy. Irsary.
Gunnar Helm, Jack Besh, Ozzy Trapillo, Kyle McCord is the developmental guy, Cam Scatterbro, Jack Kaiser.
Scatterboo.
From Arizona State. He played with Dixon Hole in college.
He did. Now, Dixon Hole, again, was suspended for most of the season, but he played with him.
Beastbreaker says, no, we scout first the colleges and free agency. Beast, I would say we scouted the colleges very well here.
Is this what's it called? This Beast? Storm Rocks 887. I did not know that was Beast's what's it called?
Yeah, this is Beast.
Change it to Beastbreaker, dude. That way I can keep up with you.
All right. Wish we could just sim to the end here, but we can't.
Yeah, because you put it on slow. You didn't put it on fast.
Well, yeah, because I wanted to take the scenic route, but I didn't realize it'd be
You want
this
to go
slow after we pick.
and watch it just go ahead and burn our way our time together.
Anyway, if you're watching this live right now, maybe you missed the announcement at the top of the show. We added another raffle prize for this week. A signed Jericho Cotry jersey is added to the raffle to go with the other 4 prizes of a signed Brandon Marshall jersey, signed Wayne Corbett helmet, signed Garrett Wilson helmet, and a signed Don Maynard Hall of Fame jersey. So those are the top prizes if you want in on the Asmaniac raffle. Our mock draft simulator is wrapping up. We'll show you the official results, and then you guys give us a grade. How'd we do?
How do we do in this most nonsensical to ever exist mock draft that has happened? Assign Cole Thompson Chipotle burrito. I don't eat Chipotle burritos. I get the salad bowls. I'm the worst when it comes to Chipotle. Jake knows this.
We have wheeled and dealed the likes of which we haven't seen before.
We have dealt so hard that it's honestly comical. Again, this is the greatest mock draft to ever exist in the history of mock drafts.
I'm going to take I'm going to download this. Let's see. PFF mock draft result. How many players did we come away with here?
13, 14, and a second round pick.
The Muji 13, they're calling it, folks.
Yep.
The Muji 13. I think we crushed it.
I think that we did a great job. Here's what we did. We traded back from pick number 7 and still got a guy that we consider to pick number 7 to get 2 future day 2 picks. On top of that, we had back-to-back picks to where we gained another playmaker and a great defensive lineman. We got better on the offensive line with 2 guys, including a developmental tackle. On top of that, we found our quarterback that we have high hopes for that can learn underneath Justin Fields. We also brought in the heart of Arizona State in Cam Scatterboo. We brought in a good linebacker in Jack Kaiser, a dude who absolutely can do a little bit of everything in JJ Pegues. John Joyner comes on in, a blocking tight end in Jackson Hars to pair alongside with Gunnar Helm, and we also got a kicker. I mean, in my opinion, Jake, not only did we address nearly every single need, we also put ourselves in a great position to where at least 2 or 3 of these guys are going to hit and turn into all pros, and 3 or 4 of them could eventually turn into quality Pro Bowlers.
The Muji 13. I'll tell you what, if the Jets execute this draft, you could smell the 11-win season, Cole.
I could absolutely. You know what I could smell? I could smell a 10-7 finish and just missing out on the AFC playoffs. That's what I could see.
Ladies and gentlemen, the great Muji 13 draft.
The Muji 13. It's a fantastic draft.
Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. Indy Jets wrote in, Jake, where do I go to reserve my spot on draft night? The link is in the description if you want to attend the first ever Asmaniac draft party. I recommend you get your tickets quick because it will sell out. That is a promise. We've had a bunch of tickets already be bought. Check it out with the link in the description. Get your spot. It's $30 to secure a general admission ticket. It includes a drink. It includes a raffle entry that night where you have a chance to win a signed Sauce Gardner jersey,
Ooh.
a signed Joe Klecko jersey, a signed Nick Mangold jersey, and a signed Jermaine Johnson jersey. How about that for the Asmaniac raffle that night? So looking forward to draft night. Cole, if you lived in New York, we would love to have you.
I would be there. If I wasn't working, I would be there. Because that's the other thing is I got to be doing the draft in Houston. So if I wasn't working that, then I would absolutely do it.
Uno Jet says, great job, guys. Frame it. Yes. Frame the mock.
Frame the Muji 13. The most unrealistic draft to ever exist, but the first time that you would say A+ and no one would argue with you.
All right. Let's get to some calls. We're talking all things Jets, NFL, talking all things draft. It's a dominating performance right now in Asmaniac Madness. Over 250 votes have been cast. And oh, damn, Kyle Clifton is up 80-20, and he starts us off today. Kyle, I don't want to jinx you here, man, but I'm feeling pretty good about your chances of moving on.
What I did?
Please, how you doing? What's up, Cole? What's going on, Jake? Yeah, please don't, Jake, because I have too much respect for Phenom. Have we heard from him at all?
No. The only time we heard from Phenom, he commented on my video, one of the shows I did from the Combine, and I wrote, Phenom, where have you been? And that was it. Don't know where he is.
Oh, I would love to hear from him. The dulcet tones of his voice are very calming. He usually represents a rational perspective and seems to be a pretty good guy. I don't love the mock.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't either, to be completely honest, Kyle.
What do you mean? You don't love the mock?
I have a different sensibility than you guys. I'm getting killed in the chat for, wanting to see if we want to get value for Brees because he's on the last year of the deal, but you guys are taking Cam Scatterbo in the mid rounds. I want to make sure that we're level setting here, right?
Yeah. No. Oh yeah. 100%.
I'm always looking in this draft for heavier DTs than Nolan, right? To take up two blockers because I think that's more of a need for us. And I don't, even though I've started to take more wideouts in my mocks, I don't know if we're going to carry more than 5 if we're going to run 35-40% of 12 personnel. That's my only issue with this. Some players on there I like Jackson Horsley is a great pick for us.
Yeah,
to add to the room. That's my thoughts on it. I am very happy and grateful to be part of this tournament. I'm grateful for the support I'm getting, and if things do play out the way they seem to be trending, I've already had discussions with Jay Graves offline. We've had some good-natured rivalry and ribbing going on, and looking forward to meeting her if things do hold out.
Kyle, what's your strategy if you win this round, going into the next round? Take on Jay Graves.
I don't know that I'm going to get particularly personal in any attacks. But I'm going to just try and be myself. Try and highlight what I bring to the show if at all I bring anything. And let's see if we can move the ball forward. I have faith in myself. I think I can advance. I think I can make a little bit of a run here. But I'm also very cognizant that Lane's in the region, Bulgy's in the region, V-Man's in the region, Jay Graves in the region. There's a whole bunch of people in this region that need to be respected. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it, right?
I agree, but I will say that I think Kyle Clifton right now, dude, I got you in my Sweet 16. I think you're a good dude. I love your takes. I love that you care. Most people when they come on here and they talk about the NFL draft, especially with me, they don't bring up personnels. They just bring up big time names. I mean, like the fact that that Jackson Haas is a dude that's not just a tight end that you want to utilize in the flats. He's a dude that's a blocker. Like those are things that I appreciate. So I got a good feeling for you, buddy. I think that you're making it to the Sweet 16. I think you're winning next round. I think that your positivity brings out the positive part of the show. Snowball says love and positivity should be admired. Too much hate in the world. There's way too much hate in the world. So many people are so miserable, and you are absolutely a joy to always talk to, Kyle.
And from a participant in our next matchup, I'm looking forward to that one as well. Thanks for your time, guys.
Kyle, excellent call. And look, we know how it works around here. It ain't over till Charles Gorman wipes his ass on the air, but I'm feeling pretty good about Kyle's chances.
Charles, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there. I'm just working my ass right now.
Okay, that's fine.
Now, Cole, that's the first time I think you've seen that clip. Bottom left is Charles Gorman wiping his derriere, or is he saying he's wiping his hands, which still to me wouldn't make sense why you'd say wiping your hands? But I'm going to play it again for you, Cole. What are you seeing in the bottom left?
Charles, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there. I'm just wiping my hands right now.
Okay, that's fine.
It's ass. He's saying ass. I'm telling you, he's saying ass. What I love so much is his Bobby's nonchalant attitude to it. No, nothing wrong. Just all right, cool. I'm glad that you're wiping your ass.
Totally normal behavior.
Totally normal behavior. Not even a little bit of disrespect.
Ladies and gentlemen, more of your calls right now. Plus, we will take your raffle entries. We're presented today by Liquid IV. Stay hydrated with Liquid IV. I do it every day with my water. Put it in my cup. Put it in my glass of water. My water bottle if I'm working out. Liquid IV is my go-to, and I'll get you guys 20% off your first order when you use promo code Jake Asman at checkout. That's promo code Jake Asman at checkout when you purchase Liquid IV. Go to liquidiv.com and get yourself some hydration packets of greatness. No other way to say it. I got mine right here. All right.
What's your favorite flavor, by the way?
Lemon lime.
Is
or
it
the strawberry. Yep, got it right here.
I like watermelon.
Watermelon's very good too.
Watermelon's very good. I think it's a very underrated flavor.
Your calls we go. Chef Kevin is on the line. Hello, Chef Kevin.
What you cooking, Chef?
Yo, what up? What up? What am I cooking? Hey, man, I got a couple things. I got chicken sandwich right now. A couple things, but for the Jake Asman show, since you asked, Cole, I'm working on my my bone broth soup right now. Bonesy. You already know what it is. We got the theme. I got a menu coming out too. For Bonesy, man. I'm gonna keep that guy alive, man.
Are you nervous? What about Snowball? Are you nervous about Snowball, Chef Kevin?
Snowball this morning on BG show basically conceded. He was like, "Hey, I can't compete with Chef." He did a couple of theatrics yesterday or whatever, and he was like, "All right, that's it." He was like, "I teach the youth and all that." Johnny Boy jumped on and try to bring his campaign along or whatever. Try to steamroll me. I got blindsided by that, but it's all good, man. It's all good. I feel good with what I got going on, man. Like for those, I don't take shortcuts. Y'all see this little shameless promo or whatever? This brandy right here, the good stuff. You know what I do with that?
He makes it.
I put it right on top of the phone.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's make it flame.
That's what you want?
Let's make it flame, Chef. Come on.
Got the bones here. We put that good stuff. Where are you? Hold on. Let me get the flames right.
I want to see this thing on fire. Let's go. Come on. Yes.
Oh yeah. Toasting it up, man. I'm not playing no games, man.
Chef Kevin's making a bone broth. Oh yes.
Bone broth soup, little brandy cream, man. We gonna get it right. The burger's in effect, man. I'm not playing games. Y'all better vote for me. I wish I had the time later on, but basically we got 2 back-to-back playoff games. Also, shout out to that boy Gator, man. I can't stay clean without that Gator McCluskey apron.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Get yours today, man.
Oh my Lord! Snowball, concede now. The fight's over. Just throw in the damn towel.
Hey, don't sleep on Snowball, man. He's got a lot of.
I'm not sleeping on Snowball. I'm believing in Chef Kevin because he's cooking up dishes that are delivering punch outs. I love what Chef Kevin's delivering today.
Cole. That's right. But for the draft, man, what you guys did, I think we hit all the areas, man. To be honest, we could dissect it a little bit tougher in the later rounds, but based off of needs and what we need, like y'all basically covered it. Those defensive tackles, I mean, that was important. Offensive tackle, we got a weapon first. Like, I think we did it. Plus trading back and getting more picks. Like, y'all handle it, man. And hopefully the kicking situation, we get that cover because that messed us up last year. Knowing with JD, Bonesy's boys just sitting on his hands, screwing us. I was waving my hands last year like, yo, you got a pulse? You gonna do something? The whole season. Since Denver, I'm like, yo, we're gonna get a kicker. Year before, it was the backup quarterback. Like, come on. Hopefully, Muji, will make some moves if he sees us drowning. But over the years, we're drowning, and Joe Douglas is doing absolutely nothing. Don't sell me on the 2022 draft. All right, we get that. What else? You're gonna talk to me about free agents and all that? What do we do about that in season? What are we gonna talk about? Thank God they're gone, man. Thank God. Now we got this new group. Let's make it work, man. Let's make it work. We got the draft still, free agency still not over. We can still wheel and deal, make some trades and all that. I'm not 100% bought in, but I have patience, man. I'm patient at this point until the season kicks off, and then we're seeing how these boys act. Like, I'm okay taking L's, man, as long as these guys are like trying and hustling, and we see something on the field. We see some people working together. Like it looks cohesive. It looks like we got a plan and all that. Like, I'm cool with that. All right. I don't at this point with if you ask me if we improved on offense to this point, I can't say we did. On defense as well, I don't think we did. But there's hope, man, with the draft and doing some stuff too, knowing about where we are with the New York, New Jersey, tri-state area, knowing like we got to produce, man. It can't be the same old stuff, man. We got to move the needle forward so we can have something to look forward to, man, something where we can be proud of, something that we can root for, wearing our Jet stuff, which we do, and not being like, oh, man, I'm going to get people are going to laugh at me and all this stuff. I'm in Giants country out here in Jersey. It's all Giants, man, but I still rep my Jet stuff proudly, man, where I go, my Asmaniac stuff. I rep it hard, man. I don't play the games, man. I'm with the smoke. You want to talk to me? Patriot fans talk smack to me. I give it back to them. All my fraternity brothers, I give it back to them. Giant fans, I give it to all of them, man.
Right back to them.
Even the Eagle fans, man. We right next to we close to Philly, 2 hours away. I still keep going, man. It's all good.
Snowball says Chef appears a little shook. He's resorting to dog and pony show tactics.
Snowball, I play with fire, man. I don't play the games, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, the matchup this afternoon inside
Let's
the
go.
train
I love
region.
I gotta finish cooking Bonesy.
Chef
Snowball's
Kevin,
done. Let's go.
Snowball. We'll see you then.
Who's gonna be the best of the bunch? You get to pick the one to make the show walk.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
I will say that was the most confident I have seen a 6 seed ever act, and he has earned his respect for me. I love that. Was a legendary call by Chef.
The pride of the Cloverleaf Tavern, baby. Check that out in North Caldwell, New Jersey. Let's see. Ricky NY gifted a channel membership. Ricky, you're in the raffle for one. I think we've only added 2 members so far this show. So if you want a chance to get a huge shout out, be the first to drop a 5-spot, baby.
Beautiful.
Southern Jet says the Jets tried to drag Gibbs a few years ago, trying to make sure a running back heaven team, even more now copying Detroit's scheme. Get Amari Hampton in the second round if he's there, or trade up a few spots to the top of the second. I just don't see the Jets trading up for another running back when they had Brees and they drafted 2 running backs last year.
Well, it's not even that for me. The problem is that you're talking about drafting Amari and Hampton. Like the mock that we did. Like, yeah, it's cool. Like, it's fun, but it's unrealistic beyond belief. Like, there's no way Walter Nolan's going to be there in round 2. There's no way that Cam Scatterbu's going to be there in the late 5th round. There's no way that Jack Beck has fallen there. But, like, Amari and Hampton, he wasn't even available to pick at 42. Like, he was off the board inside the top 20 because he's going to go inside the top 20. This is the guy that, besides maybe Ashton Genty, has been the most consistent running back in college football the last 2 years. He's played in a bigger conference in the ACC. He's been able to put up incredible numbers. And you look at the back end of the draft, Jake, right now, every single team needs a running back. Like, I mean, the Broncos are looking at a running back. They're now saying that he's in play. Pittsburgh, they just lost Najee Harris. He's potentially in play. Who knows what we're going to see about Kansas City? Remember, they've already made it clear that they're not re-signing Isaiah Pacheco probably. So at 31, if that's the best available player, they could utilize a running back. So it's like, there's no way that he's going to be available in round 2, even if you wanted him. Like, that's, if you took him, you take him in a trade down scenario and then take him at like pick 15. And then that's, I think, a very terrible selection because if you just have selected 2 running backs last year.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you like pickles, do you like them thick? Pickle Thick has gifted 5 channel memberships. Yeah, baby.
It's the ASMANIAC membership raffle. For every membership gifted, you receive 1 ticket entered in the raffle to win epic prizes.
Swamp Ranger, JT, Cantu Renage, Oscar the Grouch, Spin to Ben, all receiving channel memberships there from Pickle Thick. Shout out to you, Pickle Thick, first to gift during the show, a 5 spot. All right, more calls here before we say goodbye to Cole. Let's check in with a man who needs 0 introduction.
That's fun.
But we have one for him anyway.
Would you silence, or should I do one of these? Oh boy! Comedy gets better than this, does it? Does it? Najee Harris. That name is familiar. I'd like to see where he goes. We have Brees Hall. We have this other guy. Now Najee Harris. That would be
Beast. I like the backwards hat
He's
look.
with the Chargers.
That actually fits. I'll take it. We got Justin Fields, and Najee Harris. You got a 2-way combination right here. It's like when you put salt and pepper together. There you go. Perfect difference. I looked at this draft pick you guys had here. I'm looking at these names here. Andres Borregales from Miami.
Yeah.
Where did he come? Who found this guy? Who found him? Was it you, Mr. Cole, or was it you, Dr. Jake?
We scouted all the colleges.
We scouted all the talents for kicker with our very last pick.
Very nice. I like some of these picks here. Texas, Minnesota, Notre Dame, Arizona State, even TCU, Boston College, Syracuse, Miami, Arizona State. Beautiful job, boys. Hey.
Thanks,
I would love to say you guys make me proud. That's what I call championship caliber. Now, the last thing to do is put it all together like making a cake. I'll tell you how you make a cake. You need eggs, you need flour, you need milk, you need all sorts of goodies. But if you want to make it look good, you got to put it together. It's not difficult. George Carlin said it best by saying these exact same words. You get up, you go to work, you eat 3 good meals, you take 1 big old shit, and you go back to bed. Is there a mystery?
Beast, here's the deal. Before we get on out of here, but I'm going to call. So I'm going to call Najee Harris's agent and say, Beastbreaker needs him in New York. But to see him in New York, I got to show him a video of him running in at the goal line. How does he run in at the goal line for this office? Come on. Let's see it.
Wait.
Let's see it. How's he going to run in at the goal line? Scoring 6 points for the New York Jets.
Get ready! Good! 18! Good! 18! Hi!
Incredible. What a
It's
performance.
always fun talking to that, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Beastbreaker 666.
How do you think he's going to feel when I have to tell him that Najee Harris signed with the Chargers like a week ago?
Facts don't matter for Beast.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's all about the vibes.
Exactly. Najee Harris would be great vibes for Beastbreaker.
Boomtown says, God bless those bed springs. Beast has got to have one of the great beds of all time.
Mike Rubiano says, strongest bed frame of all time. 100% a fact. That is not even remotely close to being a lie.
J-Quest said, I slept so good last night. Well, I'd imagine J-Quest is feeling good about his chances of upsetting the number 1 seed, Bobby Midnight, in the round of 32. Cole, yesterday, if you were listening to local sports talk radio here in New York City, you might have heard J-Quest call into Keith McPherson and say this.
Hey, do you go to the gym by any chance and play basketball by any chance or no?
Not recently. Why? You thought you saw me hooping somewhere?
I go to LA Fitness in Levittown. We have this tournament, right? 64 of us. And we play basketball, 1 versus 16, and we kind of grade each other based on our, how we play. So I'm the 8th seed. I got to go versus the 1 seed because I beat the 9 seed 10. Shout out to Ted easily. But I got to play the 1 seed, right? Here's my problem with the 1 seed. His name is Bobby. Bobby, if you're listening, I'm sorry. I love you. This guy, have you ever smelled rotten potatoes, Keith?
No, but go
Dude,
on.
so rotten potatoes is the second worst thing I've ever smelled in my life. The first is Bobby. Do I spray this guy with Mando before I play him or some butter and make him smell better, or do I just grind it out and try to hump my way to a win?
I have a rule. If I can smell you, I'm going to tell you. Have you told him?
Bobby it's just another level, bro. And, like, I don't even know what to say. The 16 seed didn't even show up when he had to play him. And Bobby thought that he just won because the guy was afraid, but it was because he smelled.
He's like, no, I can't.
He didn't show up.
I can't have that smell in my nose.
If I post this guy up, I might vomit. I'm serious.
He thinks that John and Bobby need to get a job. This cowboy hates the stinks.
It's 10 times worse than rotten potatoes.
Thanks for the call, man. There's enough humans that smell like rotten potatoes on the subway.
No comment, Jake. No comment.
What's up, Bobby?
You're gonna get your revenge later. Wait till Charles gets you. Wait until Charles gets you.
What is Charles going to do? Wipe his ass on my show?
He called my show. He was pissed that you played that video content. Charles, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there. I'm just working my hands right now.
Okay, that's fine.
He did it. He wiped his rear end on your show.
No,
I'm sticking up
he
for your
was
show.
definitely pissed off at you. Wait till he gets hold of you.
I'm sticking up for your show. I think it's disrespectful that he wiped his ass on your show.
I'm sticking up for Charles because he's.
What are you sticking up for him?
What are you sticking up for, Bobby?
He was the one sticking toilet paper up his
Okay.
derriere on your show.
Hi, Cole and Jake. I think you guys did great on the draft.
Thank you. Thank you. Bobby, out of curiosity, did you hear wiping his hands, which sounds completely weird
said
to hear?
he came on my show last night and he said he was washing his hands. So
I heard wiping ass. That's
well,
what I heard.
he came on my show. He said washing hands.
And did you guys follow up with him?
Yeah, oh my god.
So he says he's washing his hands. Then what happened?
Listen to anything I say, Jake. I just said it. He called my show and he said he was washing his hands. Okay, that's number 2.
And then what did he say after that?
What did he say after? What was the response? The rebuttal?
He said he was washing his hands.
So did you go into a full investigation, Bobby? Is what we're asking here. Did you go into full detail? Why?
You guys,
we gotta know the reason behind it.
Are you sleeping or what?
Bobby, I don't like this attitude from you here. You're not.
Well, I don't like your attitude. He said he was washing his hands. Drop the damn thing, okay?
Yeah, but what did you say after that?
Tournament. You're giving me
watching porn with you, Jake. It's like watching porn.
What?
Like,
watching porn? What are you talking
porn?
about?
Played that 20 times yesterday. Like
you're saying Charles wiping his ass is like porn?
It's like corn, not porn. Corn.
How's you doing, Cole? You doing good?
I'm good, Bobby. How are you doing?
Hey, Charles! You'll never get my chicken soup recipe. Hey, Charles! I'm not saying that Lowski takes steroids. Please, some of it. Hey, Charles! Who is that lovely lady? Send it this way, Charles!
I was washing my hands. I said this shit yesterday on Bobby's show.
Yeah,
I was washing my hands. I wiped my ass with toilet paper. Then I washed my hands. Why are we having this conversation again? Do I have to unleash my rage on these son of bitches, Bobby?
Yeah, Jake is a pot stir. We know that. Come on, Charles. You know that.
Charles,
yeah, that's what I've noticed for a while. Jake likes to stir shit up.
Yes, he does.
Hold on, Bobby. Hold on.
Well, you like to clean it up, Charles. That's the thing, because you said it yesterday.
I just want to ask some questions, right? I wasn't watching.
Why do you care?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Why do I care?
What I do in the bathroom is my freaking business, man. Like, what the hell? I don't ask what you do in the bathroom.
The Bobby Midnight Show is an extension of the Asmaniac universe. If you call in and wipe your ass on the air, we had to address it on this show that has more people that are tuning in. So this is the first opportunity for you to explain yourself.
Address it? How about you don't address it? You let it be and you move on with your fucking life.
Wiping your ass on the air, Charles?
Would you want me to show you wiping fecal matter off my ass and get your channel knocked down and shit?
No,
because I'm
on Bobby's show yesterday.
What? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy hearing some bullshit. Go ahead.
Charles.
You tell him, Charles.
Charles, did you wipe your ass
With toilet
Bobby's
paper,
show.
yes, not with my bare hands.
On dead air.
Hold on. Let me talk to Charles one-on-one right now because it's just Bobby's trying to ruin this moment here. All right, I have questions for you, Charles. I obviously know
I did not wipe my ass on air. I wiped it.
You wiped it with toilet paper.
Yes, but I didn't show it.
Okay, but in this clip here, you were wiping your ass with toilet paper, yes or no?
Show me the clip.
Charles, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there. I'm just wiping my ass right now.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I was wiping my ass.
There it is. See, I knew it. All you people saying washing his hands. He was not washing his hands.
Well, Bobby didn't show me the damn clip.
Well, guess what, Bobby? This is why I had to interview him.
I didn't have the clip. Jake has it.
Yeah, but you were like he was washing his hands, and you were trying to defend him.
That's what he said. He said he was washing his hands.
Yeah.
Well, you weren't being specific. Jake had the clip.
I didn't.
I said I was wiping my ass. Well, you weren't being specific.
I didn't.
You didn't show me the clip.
I didn't have the clip. Jake has it on his show. I didn't get
It's
you.
okay, Bobby. I still forgive you.
I'm sticking up for you.
I know you are.
So, okay, this is gonna. Charles, you enjoy your part time on Jake's show. Okay, I'm done.
You're welcome. Thank you, Bobby.
Have a good day.
You too, Bobby.
Okay.
Where's Cole? I want to speak to him about something. Involves Kyle McCord. Put your mic on,
Wave the
doofus.
white flag, Charles. Good job, buddy.
No, Cole. I spoke with a good buddy, Matthew Smith, the guy who has a hard on for Cam Ward. He thinks Kyle McCord is Bailey Zappi 2.0.
I mean, in what way? Because I don't know if Kyle McCord's a full-time starter, but what I will say is that Kyle McCord is one of those guys that if I had a bet on day 3, I'd take him 1,000% more than I would take a dude in in round 1. Like, that's my thing. It's like, I don't like Cam Ward enough to take him round 1. I don't like Shador round 1. I don't like Jackson Dart round 1. I don't like anybody really round 1. I would much rather take Kyle McCord round 4 than any one of those guys round 1.
I feel the same way. I mean, I was very impressed with Kyle McCord than I was with Cam Ward. Not that I wasn't impressed with Cam Ward. I was actually, when I was watching this, I was actually very impressed with the weapons he had more than Cam Ward's play, although I am familiar that Cam Ward is a very talented prospect.
Yeah, he's good. He's got his ups and downs. He throws a lot.
But Kyle McCord, he gave Syracuse their best season since 2018.
Yeah.
Charles, your ability to just move right on after you admitted that you wiped your ass on the Bobby Midnight Show is incredible.
Well, because it's stupid that we're continuously talking about it, but anyways.
Now, let me ask you this. When you were doing that on Bobby's show, was that because you just completely disrespect the Bobby Midnight program?
I wasn't disrespecting the program. I had to take a shit.
Yeah, but why? So I don't think I would allow you on this very program if you were taking a shit,
You wouldn't?
I understand that, but Bobby gave me the link. Well, first I took myself off camera. Bobby was like, no, we got to see your face. And I'm like, I'm taking a shit. He's like, I don't care. I want to see your face.
Also, this mustache look is incredible for you.
It's great, Charles.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh.
Is it true they call you the ass wiper? That's your name underneath your...
What the fuck? You're just making me these fucking names.
Whoa, language.
Put it back.
Charles, this is a kid's show. It's a teen-friendly show.
Family show.
Kid-friendly show, my ass.
Now, let me ask you this. Would you prefer this controversy to be known as Whitegate or Assgate?
None. Neither. They both suck.
Matt says you're making him dizzy walking in circles. Can you sit still?
Charles, where are you going today?
Well, I'm going to have brunch with my brother. We're going to go to the Colonial.
Steady Eddie?
Wait, what?
Steady Eddie Gorman.
Charles, what are you going to eat?
I have no idea. Maybe that Texas chicken wrap, grilled chicken with barbecue sauce and cheese, no bacon, tomato, maybe some fries. I'm hungry as hell.
How much is lunch, Charles? What do I owe you?
Oh, stop it, Jake. You don't have to pay me every time. You don't have to Venmo me every time I go out for lunch. My brother and I got this covered.
Are you
Charles,
sure?
Charles, is this two-ply going to cover lunch?
Oh, stop it. You guys are awful. You guys are fucking awful.
Ladies and gentlemen, in honor of Charles being an honest man, I would be happy to cover his lunch as long as it's not going to cost me $60 for like a popcorn.
You're still bitching about that? I was fucking with you, okay? With the $60. I was messing with you. I was messing with you with the $60. I did it as a joke. I didn't mean it for real. You're like, he offered me 60. He wanted me to give him $60. That fucking bastard.
Charles, what has got
Use my language, kids.
Your potty mouth today is outrageous.
Well, what can I say? I'm part Irish and Italian. We curse a lot.
He's got a point, Jake. He does. I mean,
how was St. Patrick's Day, Charles? Everything go okay?
Everything was good. You know, my mother's birthday was on Sunday. We had a St. Patty's Day dinner. Then we had an Italian dessert. Then, you know, I had a late lunch. I went to Costco for lunch, which I paid with my own money. Now it's yours. I had a hot dog and a Pepsi, which cost $1.60. So don't worry about paying me $1.60 on fucking Venmo.
Whoa, Charles! This is a family show, man.
Jake, I'm gonna take the money right now. I'm gonna throw him in the hole. Let's just do that. I'm gonna pay you off air, and I'll throw him in the hole. Let's do that.
Charles, I mean, there's language.
If he curses one more time, Charles, if you curse one more time, I'm throwing you in the hole.
Yes, Dad.
How is Dennis?
He just went to work. He went to work a while ago. He's working from 10 to 6:30 at ShopRite in Edison, right near where Costco is.
Southern Jet wants to know: are you a sit-down wiper or a stand-up wiper? I think you're a stand-up wiper based on that clip.
Actually, Charles, I gotta know this.
I was sitting. Jesus Christ, superstar.
Are you saying you were sitting in this clip?
Yes, I was.
Charles, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there. I'm just wiping my ass right now.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, but at the end, you got up to wipe.
How are you?
Yeah,
sitting?
but I do sit down and wipe most of the time, but there are times where I just want to stand up because of my disability and shit.
Chef Kevin says, I offered Charles a job. Snowball didn't.
Oh, you offered? That's right. To be a taste tester? If you offered me a job as a taste tester, I would take that in a heartbeat.
No, he offered you a job to work in the kitchen. You turned it down.
What?
Oh, that's right.
Charles?
So I have to wait for DVRS to get back to me, which they did. And I'm going to have an appointment with Project Hire on April 1st at 1 o'clock.
Matt says Charles needs a bidet seat. Charles, if I bought you a bidet, would you use it?
A bidet seat? You mean like a baby seat? Get the hell out of here.
No, a bidet.
No, Charles, a bidet. It's completely different. It cleans your
squirts
ass.
water up your butt.
Yeah, it shoots.
Oh, God, no. That'll feel awkward.
You need a Tushy bidet. Victor knows. Tushy was one of my sponsors during the football season.
I did not know that.
I have a Tushy bidet installed in my apartment, Charles.
You know
what? Does the water come up and clean your buttocks?
In fact, the lovely lady Carly was the one who installed it for me. How about that?
Charles, you need a squatty
I spoke
potty.
with Carly yesterday, and I asked if she was coming to your draft party. She didn't answer me.
It's a mystery.
Charles, you need a squatty potty. That's what you need.
I'll take that as a consideration.
I think you should. Jake, I got to run, buddy, unfortunately.
Cole, I appreciate you hopping on. I'll handle the rest of this Gorman call. Don't worry.
Be good. Bye, Charles. Be good. Don't do anything stupid.
I won't. Maybe
All right,
I will.
Charles. Let's get to the bottom of this here. All right. It appears like Bobby Midnight rushed to your defense only to watch you basically turn on him and confirm that you did indeed wipe your ass. Does Love Bites have the right account of what happened here?
I didn't turn on Bobby. Bobby didn't show me the clip. That's why I didn't turn on Bobby. He wasn't being specific enough. He didn't show me the clip of when I said I was wiping my ass. But
Bobby thought he had a gotcha moment on me, but guess what? He didn't. You were, in fact, wiping your derriere.
Yes, I was wiping my derriere. My good, fat derriere.
Cactus Johnny says Bobby was just talking out of his ass. No pun intended.
I won't say he was talking out of his ass. I think he was just tired of the BS going on in here.
Stainless Jogger says Bobby's plan failed miserably.
Stainless Jogger? Sound like a fishy name to me, but it's interesting.
Matt says, Charles, head over to Jake's apartment to test it out. You want to come over and try out my bidet?
No, I can't go straight to New York right away. Plus, it's going to cost me a pretty penny to go on Uber to go from here to your place.
How about you take the train like most of the tri-staters do?
I'll take a pass. I'll take a rain check on that. But as for the draft party.
Yeah, where do things stand with the draft party?
I'm interested. I'm definitely going to tell my parents sometime later this week or next week. So
I say you do it today when they get home from work.
I could text them about it.
Why don't you just do it in person? Be like, hey, Mom and Dad, I was invited to attend the Jake Asman Show NFL draft party.
I was invited by Nick Shine to attend his friend Jake Asman's draft party. And I'll tell them where it is, and Nick Shine said he'll take full responsibility for me. It's on April 24th. That's what I will tell them via the text and in person.
Now, a source close to the situation, Charles, told me that your parents are hesitant about you going to the city, but Nick Shine is reportedly willing to go and talk to them to put them at ease.
That's what he said, yes.
So my information's correct.
Yeah, 100%. He told me that via call yesterday.
Via call. Got it. Okay, so do you believe Nick Shine has enough cachet to potentially convince your parents to let you attend the
He's not
draft
going to
party?
bribe my parents. You need to talk to my parents, but yes,
No.
I trust Nick Shine.
When I say cachet, I mean just an authoritative presence that they trust. Not that he's
yes, they like him a lot. My parents, they like him a lot. They know he's a good person.
And to be clear, they don't know that Nick Shine was the one who orchestrated the master plan to take you to the strip club a couple months ago.
They don't know that, and I don't intend on knowing them that because I tend to, while I was mesmerized by the women there, after some further thought, I plan on no longer going to strip clubs. Because when I went to the Rio Diner, I was mesmerized by the women, and I looked at one of the waitresses wrong, and I'm glad she didn't rip my eyeballs out or call the police on me.
All right, we have a lot to unpack there. So let's start with the first statement there. After reflecting on your trip to the strip club, you're saying you no longer could see yourself going there?
No, I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad place, but it's not my thing. It was saying, you're an idiot, Charles. You're an idiot. No, I'm not. It was nice. The women were beautiful. May have had some implants here and there, but I don't care. They were beautiful looking women.
I see.
But
Nate is saying you asked the waitress at the diner where the VIP room was.
I did not ask for the VIP. I asked her for coloring, for crayons, for weed.
Mike just wrote in, I'm heading to ShopRite in Edison by the Costco right now to convince Dennis.
Good for you, Mike. My father asked, who the hell is this guy? Letting me know.
Charles, I'll tell you what, I feel pretty confident in Nick Shine's ability to convince your parents to let you attend the draft party.
I am too, but it depends on them.
Now, I'll take care of your ticket. You know that, right? So there's no cost.
Yes, I know. I will let them know.
The only condition, though, is that when fans ask for pictures with you, you have to take a picture with all of them.
Yes, I will.
I'm serious. Being a celebrity is not easy. I need you to be locked in that night.
I will. Clinton Hall, 16 West 36th Street in New York.
Correct.
April 24th.
Yes. Night
So we got, today is what, the 19th?
Today is the 19th. So if you want to do some math,
a month
Charles,
and 5 days.
Specifically, 36 days, 7 hours, 54 minutes, and 37 seconds from right now, the draft party begins.
Looks like a restaurant or a bar.
A sports bar. Yeah. I'm giving away a bunch
Soft
of signed
garden.
items. I'll tell you what, the other condition I have if I'm paying for your ticket, you have to sign a couple Gormani underwear for me to give away that night.
Jesus Christ, with the Gormani. Okay, I'll find a couple of underoos.
Southern Jet writes in, Jake, for pictures of the draft party, you need to have a jet-colored toilet bowl that Charles could sit on for selfies.
Jesus Christ.
It's a good point. Now, Charles, if I purchased a couple of Tushy Bidets, would you autograph them?
Maybe, maybe not.
Nick Shine's missing toe checks in. Do your parents know Nick abandoned me?
I know you got chopped off, so I wouldn't say abandoned.
Armani AD with a $20 super chat. This is 5 entries in the raffle. Jake, you are the YouTube GOAT, one of the most creative in the business. Thank you, Armani. I am done like the Family Guy meme. Can't stop. Charles is looking like Chris Farley playing an 80s villain. Hashtag the toilet paper files. Hashtag Team Gorman. Charles, I really do think Wipegate is helping your chances in this tournament. What do you think of that?
Whatever. I'll take what I can get at this point.
I like Johnny Boy is going to have to really come up with a real plan to try and dethrone you.
I look like an idiot in that picture.
What do you mean? You look great.
I look like an idiot.
What are your thoughts on the other 1 seeds, Charles?
You guys look better than me. Even Wayne Train looks better than me. Freaking Chiefs fan looks better than me. Bobby looks better than me. I look like an idiot.
I don't think you look like an idiot at all. I think you look good. Which 1 seed's in the most danger? Cheats fan against We the People, Bobby against Jay Quest, or Lane against Rick Kent?
In the most danger?
Yeah, which one could lose?
Chiefs fan against who?
We the People.
I say Chiefs fan.
I think 2 1 seeds could lose next round. I think Cheats fan could lose, and I think Bobby could lose to Jay Quest. Jay Quest is red hot.
Yeah, I see that.
John says AI chat summary is gold. Could someone copy and paste what it is?
Hey, David T.
Hey, Charles. How are you, buddy?
Good. That's a nice Jets hat you're wearing.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. You know what? You were talking about something that I thought you were talking about, a job. And Chef Kevin. Yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking that Chef Kevin had offered you a job. And the only reason I'm saying this because I work in a restaurant as a dishwasher, and I work at a really good place with nice people. And like, if you would try that, I know it's not close to your home, you know, and you're a good worker, then he would probably teach you how to cook and all that. He could move you up.
I appreciate it, but I have an interview with Project Hire on April 1st. But I appreciate the offer, David T.
No, it's not an offer. I just thought that, you know, Charles would be good at it. And
an idea. Okay, no problem. I understand.
Because you know, Chef Kevin is just a terrific person, and you know, I'm sure he would lead you in the right way. So I'm not suggesting it. It was just a thought, you know.
I understand what you're saying, but no, Chef Kevin. Did I meet Chef Kevin? Son of a bitch. Was he at
This was a while ago. While ago. No, he's at
Was he at
Jake might have to help me out. The type of restaurant he has, but and it wasn't close enough to your home. But I don't know the name of the restaurant. But yeah, this was months ago, I believe, that he had offered you a job. But I do want to say,
I was wondering if I met him in person. That's what I'm saying.
I do want to say, Charles, I think you're going to be real tough to beat in the tournament. I really do.
Yeah, considering the shenanigans I somehow give you guys to deal with.
Yeah. Hey, it's all good stuff, all fun, and
Charles, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there. I'm just working my ass right now.
Okay, that's fine.
Great perspective from David T. there, Charles. Do you think it's a little troubling that Bobby just said, "Oh, that's okay"?
No, I have no idea. Wait, what? When did you say it's okay?
I mean, it was he just acted like it wasn't a big deal. You were wiping your derriere on a show at the end there.
Whatever floats his boat. You know, I'm not gonna judge him. Anyways, I'm gonna get going. I'll text my parents about it. I'll talk to my parents about the draft party, and I'll let you know on the update. Peace out.
Charles, no. All right. We'll get an update on the draft party from Charles. I think he'll be there, folks. I'm confident. If you want to meet the Charles Gorman, buy your ticket today. Link is in the description. We will sell out, so don't wait. This is the only draft party to be at, baby. My brother writes in, praying Charles goes to the draft party. Gotta meet him. I agree. Ladies and gentlemen, more of your calls, shall we? But first, some super chats that I missed while the madness was happening. Jake West goes, Jake, no more, bro. I love you, Bobby. Jake West, when you prank a WFAN radio host about Bobby Midnight smelling, I'm not doing my job if I don't play it more than a few times. But I see what you're trying to do. Put it all on me like I'm the bad guy, as if you weren't the one making the prank call. Chef Kevin says, Snowball hiding in the teacher's lounge watching Jake's show during our matchup is great content. Second show, he's going to call in doing his Bob Ross take. Big fella, I apologize. I missed this. I will ask Cole next week this question if you remind me for free. Honestly, if you tweet Cole, he'll answer it for you. All right, more calls. Ricky and Wise next. Hey, Ricky.
Hey, how's it going, Jake? That's going to be really tough to follow. I did not realize I was going to have to follow an interview live from the White House today, as you had Charles on. And
yeah, I mean, I wasn't sure when he was going to call in, but you know, Charles is a man who can't lie, so I knew he would give us the real story whenever he answered the question.
Well, I mean, in all fairness, the job isn't done until the paperwork gets finished. So, you know.
And as we say around here, you know, it ain't over till Charles Gorman farts.
Right.
My bad, everybody.
At any rate,
I
what
think the
got me,
second one. Excuse me.
Oh, I forgot about the second one.
And one more for you, Ricky.
Oh.
Continue.
I was actually there live for that one. So.
Oh,
wow. Man, you know, it got me though that Charles was like, "Oh, Bobby didn't have the clip." I was like, "Didn't have the clip? That clip has had more reruns on this show than you and Cole had draft picks." I mean,
it's true.
It's not like it's real hard to find. You know, at any rate, yeah, I wish I could go up there and you know, be at the draft party with all you guys. Hell, I wish I could just be sitting at home for the draft. I actually have to work during the first round.
Oh, I was gonna say, is there any way we could try and find a way to get you there, Ricky?
Oh, I wish. I wish. However, I am gonna try to make it up for a game sometime this year. I'm gonna kind of wait until the schedule comes out and try to coordinate with Addison to figure out when he's gonna come out, and so we can be there at the same time. But I'm definitely gonna try to make it up this year for a home game so I can get to meet everybody and hang out with them. Um, looking forward to it. So just when I was going to ask you, when does the schedule come out? That comes out in May, right?
Yeah, typically it's like mid-May, if I remember correctly.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. At any rate, yeah, pretty good job on the draft. I mean, I got to be honest, like I hate drafts like that because they are so unrealistic. Like, like when I was doing mocks this year, I just been doing like stick and pick, like, make the best of where we're at. Cause man, don't get me wrong. I would love to trade back once or twice and get more picks and fill every hole, but it's just,
It's not realistic, but fans think it is because they do these simulators like we just did, and you have all these trades available to you, and it's so enticing to not just take some of them,
I know. Every time I'm doing one, I get these offers, and I'm like, oh yeah. But then I think, like, just like when JD was trying to trade up for Corley, he tried and tried and tried, and then finally, was able to trade. But yeah, it's a lot easier said than done. But that being said, I'm looking forward to seeing what those guys do in the draft. I want to see how close my predictions are because I picked out some guys that I think are just complete like Aaron Glenn guys that fit the profile of what he's looking for, and I'm curious to see how on target or off target I am when it all comes out. But anyways, everybody have a great day. I'm gonna go. I'm still awake from work last night, and I am completely wiped, like Gorman's backside.
Oh, baby, I knew it was coming. Ladies and gentlemen, Ricky N.Y.
Charles, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there. I'm just working my hands right now.
Okay, that's fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, I actually have potentially more to add to the Gorman Whitegate storyline. Gator just sent me the clip of Charles Gorman on the Bobby Midnight Show yesterday explaining what happened. And I haven't seen it yet, but it's a totally different version of what Charles said when he was on our show just before admitting to Whitegate. So let's go back to yesterday and find out what Charles Gorman was asked by Bobby.
What were you actually doing? Tell us.
Going to the bathroom. Right. And for people to ask whether or not I wash my hands and wipe my butt, are people stupid?
Well,
are you guys actually laughing about this shit? Tells me questions your guys' character.
I am pissed off. Trust me.
You were drying your hands, weren't you, Charles?
I'm sorry, I was washing my hands and drying my hands.
Right. Thank you. All right, Charles. Yeah. Okay, go suck it.
I was washing my hands.
How about that? Charles with a complete denial yesterday and completely changed his tune and admitted to it on the show today. Unbelievable. That's why Bobby Midnight came in guns blazing at me, being like, Charles was annoyed. He wasn't wiping his ass. He said it on the show yesterday to me. And then we asked Charles if he's wiping his rear end. And guess what? He says, yes, he was. Wow. Bobby, you got to pick better friends, man. Charles threw you out to dry. Suck it. Hey, Bobby, suck it. Wow, that is a stunning turn of events. A complete denial yesterday and an admission today. Nick Shine says, Bobby was mad he was wrong. He took his victory lap last night. Hey, Bobby, I'm taking my victory lap right now, baby. Yeah. Woo. Oh, God, this show is amazing. I don't know how. We need to come up with a list of Asmaniac controversies over the last year. Gator says, shout out the Thunder Lips for the timestamp. I mean, let's roll this again.
What were you actually doing? Tell us.
Going to the bathroom. Right. And for people to ask whether or not I wash my hands and wipe my butt, are people stupid?
Well,
you guys actually laughing about this shit tells me questions your guys' character.
I am pissed off, trust me.
You were drying your hands, weren't you, Charles?
I was washing my hands and drying my hands.
Right. Thank you. All right, Charles.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, go suck it.
I was washing my hands.
Man, Bobby, that's tough. You got to take that L, man. Charles, let you out to dry. Nick Shine's missing toe. Charles stabs Bobby in the back. 1 seed on 1 seed crime. I mean, Charles technically wasn't lying last night. He said he was going to the bathroom, but didn't specifically say what he was doing. So Charles technically didn't lie, basically. But Bobby ran with he was going to the bathroom. And then I'm sure Charles did eventually wash his hands. So there was no lie that was told there in that clip. But Bobby Midnight, in his quest to try and get a gotcha moment on me, to get revenge on me for playing the J-Quest video too many times, takes a fat L. There's a guy on the line who never takes an L, though. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from the brother of Bobby Midnight, Mikey Midnight.
Hello, I'm Mikey. I'm Bobby's little bro. Have you seen Jake Graves? She's so beautiful. I love my boy Jake, but not in a gay way. I am so happy. I'm not going to touch anything, I promise.
No, Mikey, what did you touch? I just saw you. Mikey.
You hear me?
We hear you,
Jake,
Mikey.
you hear me, buddy? I can't hear you. I don't know what happened. What happened, Jake? I'm sorry.
Call
I
back
don't know
in,
what
Mikey.
happened.
Call back.
I love you guys. I love you very much. So,
We love
sorry
you,
couldn't
Mikey.
get on. I'll get back on again. One more time. One more time. One more time. Sorry, Jake. I'm sorry, Jake. Okay, I get back on. I promise.
Mikey. And he's gone. Mikey. Mikey, are you there? I see you, Mike. Oh, God. So close. Look, I'll tell you what. If we could fix Beast Breaker's internet, we could fix Mikey Midnight's calling problem. All right, let's get back to your calls in the meantime. Hopefully Mikey can figure out how to call back in. That'd be great. Let's say hello right now to a guy who had a cameo on the show briefly before, but let's get the full thing right now.
I got my Iron Uji. I hope you like my Jets take. You know they call me David T. It's not easy for me to see, but if you bring me full stream, you might like what I had to say. I'll need to get real damn close, cause my vision is dog shit. Hi, Jake.
David, how are you?
I'm doing just fine. Hey, see, now that's why you're not only with Jets and sports, one of the best at what you do, but real life situations, you're one of the best interviewers, and you can get the truth out of people.
You know, it's just fascinating how Charles completely flipped his entire tone in less than 24 hours.
That is pretty fascinating, isn't it? I don't know.
Look,
But
if that was Bobby would deny till his grave that he was wiping his rear end. You got to respect Charles. It's just pure honesty.
Oh yeah. Hey, you know what? Maybe he was just trying to do damage control, and then he's like, you know what? I gotta fess up to reality, and it's not the end of the world,
I agree, David. I agree. Now, I'm curious. What are your thoughts on, Bobby's reaction to me? He seemed very upset.
Bobby, I mean, I think I know Bobby's personality a little bit now, and he, sometimes he just reacts, real quick, and then he'll settle down and the whole bit, but you know, he reacts real quick, and just whatever comes out of it, maybe not thinking, whatever comes out, and then he comes to reality and settles down. That seems to be Bobby's way of doing things, which is quite all right, I believe.
Amen, David. Amen. Now I'm curious, who are you voting for in the matchup this afternoon? You got Phenom, or excuse me, you got Snowball and Chef Kevin, because it looks like really no contest right now between Kyle Clifton and Phenom. Clifton cruising. So your thoughts on the matchup today on the second show?
Snowball doesn't call in a lot, does he?
He doesn't call in a ton, but he is a memorable caller. And the greatness of Snowball are some of his talents, like designing the Asmaniac logo for the merch store. This emoji we added yesterday of me, he sent in. He comes to all the events. And people see Snowball, if you live in the area and been to any of my events, you've met him in person because he comes to all the events.
Yeah, see, so here's another situation where I wish it could be a tie, but it can't be. But so I'm gonna have to go with Chef Kevin. But here again, I reluctantly say it because I wish it would be a tie.
How about your matchup coming up, David? Are you confident against Purple Belt Mike?
You know what? I'll throw my hat into the ring. Yes, I am very confident.
You should be, David. You should be.
I think I could. I mean, he's a terrific person, and the people are going to vote. But I think I could give him good, a good tussle.
Ladies and gentlemen, a good tussle indeed. David T, everybody.
Who's gonna be the best of the bunch? Asmaniac Madness. You get to pick the ones that make the show rock. Who's the king? Who's the Jew?
Ladies and gentlemen, before we get to a legend on the line, where we'll put our hands up, let's give a huge shout out to one of the greats. The Bo C is in the Asmaniac raffle for 10. Let's go, Bo. You got a great chance to win this one, man. I think you are the Asmaniac with the most raffle entries to this point.
Get your ass off my super chats. Some of these are gifted memberships too.
Hey.
The hell with it.
Clancy, J Mole, John B, Ryan Koza, Jose Oliveros. Jose is the owner of Don Jose Mexican Restaurant. The last time I saw Charles Gorman in person was there until this draft party coming up. Aria Shaikin, Sco, WD, Sarah Down Under, Juice De Niro. Oh, hold on. Those are members from a different Asmaniac. Kyle Clifton, who's cruising the victory, wants to say thank you to all who voted for him. 5 memberships have just been gifted.
Money, 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 money.
Cashmere Black, Phil M, Jose Lopez, AR, Juice De Niro, all receiving channel memberships from Kyle. All right, folks. Let's put up our shut up time for this next guy on the line. Can we hear him? And when we can hear him, more importantly, will we be able to see him? Ladies and gentlemen, it's time.
Hello, I'm Mikey. I'm Bobby's little bro. Have you seen Jake Graves? She's so beautiful. I love my boy Jake, but not in a gay way. I am so happy. I'm not going to touch anything, I promise.
Hands in the air, Mikey. Mikey, no. This would be the only thing that could stop Mikey's Final Four run. Mikey. Mikey Midnight. Mikey Midnight. Hold on, maybe Beast can wake Mikey up. Mikey, Beast is here for you.
Yeah,
Beast.
Mikey.
You hear me?
Are
You hear me?
We hear you, Mikey.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you. There you
here.
go,
You
kid.
hear me, Jake?
How you feeling, Gary? How you feeling there, Squirt?
You hear me, Jake? You hear me, Jake?
I hear
Jake,
you.
You hear me?
I hear you, Mikey. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I just want to tell Bobby I still loves you. Bobby still loves you.
I love Bobby.
You
He's
know
very
that?
mad at me, though.
Well, Bobby should have told everybody by wiping his butt, Charles' butt. No one does have to know that. I don't know how to caught that on tape. That's kind of embarrassing for Charles. I feel bad for Charles. Charles is a good guy. You know, he could have just said I was washing my hands and have a good day. You know, he was trying to be nice on Bobby's show. Bobby loves him, Charles. You know that? I think they go, and I made up with Bobby. I cursed that one, the other night. I cursed at him. But it's not my fault. I got too calorie like Bobby. We have the Irish attitude.
Bobby,
Attitude.
what?
I love you, Bobby.
Oh my.
love you, now they can't wait, you fucking bitch.
You just called me a fucking bitch. Oh my god.
Jake,
What
okay,
is going on? I'm done.
I understand. Just listen to me for 30 seconds.
Give me a fucking bitch.
Okay, so get him out.
I am done. Bye, everybody.
Yeah, I made up with Bobby. I try to set up the computer. I need help. I'm gonna wait till Friday because it's my day off. He's gonna help me out.
Yes, we need to get your computer fixed.
Yeah, if I could call my friend Ed Silva, he could fix it for me, and then Bobby could come over Friday.
I'm
That
excited.
sounds good. You think so? Yeah, me too. I think St. John's going the whole thing, right? I think the Knicks go make the play, and the Jets will get the offensive tiger for Oregon Ducks. I like the 315-pound guy. You guys think so?
He's a big dude.
Yeah, I tell Nick Shine I love him very much. I'm sorry to disappoint. I didn't know his show start at 11:30 at night. I usually call Addy on 11:30, but he says he's on his show, so I had to write his show down. Time I cannot call him on the show, so I'll probably call during the day on the weekend when he has it on. Do you know when Nick Shine's show starts during the day?
It starts at 3 o'clock in the morning.
No, I'll be sleeping then. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, tell Nick Shine I love him. I tell him I made up with Bobby. We all good. I tell Ellie I love Bobby very much.
All right, you tell
And
Bobby that. I
everybody-
hope he'll forgive me for having to interview Charles Gorman properly on this show.
Well, Charles spoke the truth, right? Bobby didn't lie either. They both was right in some way.
Yeah.
In some way, but that's kind of embarrassing. Everybody's watching on the show. You know, that's kind of embarrassing. But
So
I
you
still
would
love
never
my-
wipe your butt on a show, right? You wouldn't go Gorman.
No, I had to shut the door so no one see me wiping my butt on the tissue.
Amen. Amen, Mikey. Well said. Well said.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be the best of the bunch? Yes, Maniac Madness. You get to pick the ones that make the show rock. I'm the king, I'm the Jew.
Nick Shine nails it. Mikey all class, Charles all ass. Ladies and gentlemen, to respond to some comments that have been made during today's show, we go from one midnight brother to another.
Well, you know I can't wear my freaking hat. It's hot, my balls will sweat. Oh, look, I have a fan. I'm Bobby. Yeah, I accept your apology.
Are we all good, Bobby?
Yes, well,
you did tell me to suck it after you thought you had this big revelation from Charles.
Well, I don't know. I heard two different sides.
I think
didn't even know what-
Charles kind of put you in a tough spot.
Yeah, that's fine. I didn't even know what he was doing when I was talking to him. I didn't really know. I just had him on. I didn't know. I thought he was cleaning the bathroom or something. I didn't know it.
He gave you like a half answer there. Like he technically didn't lie, but when he said he was going to the bathroom and then he said washing his hands, you guys were just like, oh, okay. But he was wiping his ass. He admitted it.
Okay, he did. Okay, let's drop it. Okay, it's done.
Do you think he was disrespecting your show?
No, he wasn't. I didn't even know what the hell what he's doing anyway. I just had him on.
Okay, so let's play this out in the future now. He does the same thing. Are you going to say Charles not up in here?
Yeah, not when you go into the bathroom. No, we
I
had
see.
that with V-Man. Remember on your show?
Yeah, and guess what? We made sure to make fun of you, man.
Yeah. Okay, it's done. Let's drop it. Stop playing that video. It's sickening. Okay, done.
You really think it's sickening?
Yes.
I don't think it's sickening. That seems a bit extreme.
Well, it's like you're possessed with it. It's just possessed.
But what do you mean I'm possessed with it? Where'd you go, Bobby? Hold on.
Show on your show.
Say it again?
How do you get the call from Charles on your show? I just saw that pop up.
How did I get it? Gator
Yeah.
sent it to me.
Oh, well, Gator didn't send me the poop thing. Charles, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there. I'm just wiping my ass right now.
Okay, that's fine. Because Charles said I didn't have that tape, so I didn't have it. How would I get it? No, I can't get it from your show. So everything's all set with me and you. Okay, have a great day.
Doug says, I never watched Bobby's show until Wipegate. You should be thanking me. I'm driving viewers to your channel by playing
Okay,
the clip.
I'm going to take a walk outside. It's a beautiful day. Okay, I'll see you later, Jake.
Are you going to go take a long walk?
Yeah, I'm going to take a long walk. Okay,
Now,
I'll see you later.
describe what you're going to be wearing to this walk. Really paint the picture for us.
Oh, come on. Get off of it.
What do you mean? You said I'm changing the subject here. You didn't want to talk about Charles wiping his
Sweatpants
ass.
and a shirt. Sweatpants and a shirt and
Okay.
sneakers. Okay, and
Do you have a
that's
water
it.
bottle?
I don't need a water bottle. I've been
You got to stay
drinking water.
hydrated.
I've been drinking water all morning. I'm going to be peeing if I drink any more water.
You're not going to do that on the air, are you?
No, just peed before I got back on here. Okay. I'll see you later. I'm taking
hold
a
on,
walk.
Hold on. Before you go, some comments just coming in. Speaking of wiping, any chance I can get a sponge bath today? This is from your sweaty scrotum.
I don't know if my nurse is available. You can have it. Her.
Genergy writes in, Bobby, just put on some music and dance it out.
Oh, Janergy, how you doing? I haven't seen you on my show for a long time. Nice to see you here. Okay.
Gator says, do I work for you, Bob? I think Gator's offended that you're just demanding clips.
No, you don't. That's what I told Charles. I didn't have the tape you sent me. No, yeah, you don't work for me. I didn't ask you to work.
To be
for me.
fair, did you really need the tape to confront Charles whether or not he
Well,
was wiping his ass?
Charles said Bobby didn't. Never mind. I'm taking my walk.
Are you?
Bye.
Don't
Yes,
leave
I'm
yet. I have more questions for you. He left. Man. Nick Shine says, what a dickhead guilt trip by Bobby to Genergy. Yeah. Oh, Genergy, I haven't seen you on my show in a while. Classic. Jay says, angry Bobby going down in polling. This is just who Bobby is at this point. We have to accept that the jolly Bobby Midnight is dead. This is who we be. Sometimes we get jolly Bobby. Sometimes we get angry Bobby. And usually we get somewhere in the middle. The worst form of Bobby, though, is Mumble Bobby. When he's like, Jake, and Nick Shine, butter in my ass, Charles Gorman. Then you don't understand what he's saying at all. So who knows? Genergy says it's okay. I love sassy Bobby. Nick Shine's missing toe. Bobby is a jolly round diva. Rich says hit the like button. Nick Shine says Bobby gained 3 pounds this week. We made $30 back. It's funny. I sent Bobby a bonus of $30 last week after he lost 3 pounds. Do I get that money back? By the way, 482 votes have been cast, almost at 500 as the show's nearing to its conclusion here. Kyle Clifton with a dominant performance, 76-24. Few calls left here. Last chance to get a membership added. And if you tuned in late yesterday on the show, I announced Jericho Contre's signed jersey is our 5th raffle prize, to go with a signed Brandon Marshall jersey, a signed Wayne Corbett jersey, a signed Garrett Wilson jersey, and a signed Hall of Fame Don Maynard jersey. Philly Noodles checks in. Hello, Philly.
What's up, bro?
How many Jet Polo shirts do you own, Philly?
Dude, I got a few. I'm in the boardroom again in here, Jet's boardroom. It's green, it's Charlotte, you know what I mean? We're taking over. Was a couple of takes. First off, Bobby, the cool hot. It's too funny, man. Like it doesn't really disturb his butter region. I think he's gonna be okay. Him versus Gary though, if like that's a thing, and he's hot and cold, Gary will just burn him alive. You know, he gave him that diet. He'll just start just poking and prodding at him. But oh yeah. So and I have another take real quick. So Gorman, if he's got to take on the big fella, we have a problem here. The bed posing, big fellas is greater than Gorman because Gorman's got just a bad angle. We get all neck. So big fella is greater than Gorman on the bed posing. So JJ is gonna have to make a take for both of the situations since he doesn't like the bed posing.
Well, the thing is, Charles versatile though, because he'll also give us the walk and talk where we look right into his neck fat. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, I do like Mikey Midnight's take on that tackle. I'm like with him on that tackle for like the second.
Josh Connery is the guy's name, right?
Yeah, he's good, dude, and he's big. But
Josh
I mean,
Connery
again,
Jr. 6'4", 314. Yeah.
It could be overspending, right? Like we might be okay in that position as of right now, but we don't know. You know. Oh, and you know how I kept talking. I went on Discord. I kept talking about John Simpson. So my fiance's coworker came in and surprised her on this past weekend at work and gave her. It was the funniest thing. It was a random Jet shirt that he had handed to her, and for me, and he signed the back of the Sunday service church paper with his signature and number and saying "Go Jets" to give it to me. And she's like, I felt bad even asking him, but he was, oh yeah, it's no problem. They supposedly gave him a bunch of gear, and he had what he had left in his trunk. He passed the shirt to her, and then he just signed the back of the paper. It was so funny. I'm trying to nudge myself in there to get him to get on your show and Boy Green show. Supposedly he's really shy. He's not the type of dude to do a lot of interviews. So I'm trying to work that angle. I've been trying to do it now for a year. I mean, I'm going to keep working it out. I got a signature now, you know what I'm saying? So
we're ready to roll.
Hell yeah. So the moment I get him on, I run through the train region. So lane, I just bypass. I'm sorry, everybody. If I get John Simpson on the show, we're going right through. I'm making the top 4 here. So, but yeah.
I'll tell you what, Doug hasn't called in a while, Philly. So I feel like you're gaining a lot of momentum ahead of your first round matchup.
But that's how the trains do it, man. You can't stop this locomotive, bro. Come on. You've seen those movies they put out. They're crashing. I'm going right through. I'm breaking through. V-Man would be tough. I'm not going to lie, but that'll be a distinction of who's more Puerto Rican than the other. Now, he's got some crazy stats, but I might pull out some congas, I might pull out the merengue. I might be blasting it behind me so loud that you can't hear me. That's very Puerto Rican, bro. Let me tell you right now, I will out Puerto Rican him just by noise itself. I don't think he's ready for that. So that'll be the next battle. Who's more Puerto Rican than the other? And I hope everybody tunes in for that. 4% vote, Genergy. I got her vote. Genergy's cool.
I mean, Philly, here's the thing that you have to consider, right? When it comes to V-Man, if that is a matchup that you find yourself in, V-Man is known for being a real life superhero now. Like he's truly Captain Puerto Rico. Fly around, baby.
I am not doing that. I don't have the space.
Start from where your chair is and then run and then jump onto the bed. So we see the Puerto Rican flag. Captain Puerto Rico. Sometimes you play clips like that, and I go, man, I can't believe this is my job. That's a show. Thanks to Cole Thompson for joining us for our first mock draft. We had some fun with the trades today. It was a great draft. I just don't think it's very realistic for us to be able to get all these teams to want to trade with us. That said, I tweeted it out. The feedback online has been pretty good, which tells you all you need to know because Twitter is usually overwhelmingly negative. But if you enjoyed the mock, let us know in the comments after the fact. Thank you to everyone who called in, everyone who gifted a membership, especially big thank you to Charles Gorman for clearing the air on Wipegate. It was, in fact, an ass wipe live on the Bobby Midnight Show. Incredible. Again, thank you all for your support. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And before we say goodbye, let's officially give Kyle Clifton his flowers. He is moving on to the round of 32. Clifton taking down Phenom in ASMANIAC Madness here on the first show. The final voting results are as followed, courtesy of the YouTube poll. 492 votes cast. 75% to Clifton, 24% to Phenom. We don't get the decimal points here, so we don't know the exact specifics, but we do know this. Clifton is moving on to the round of 32, so congratulations to Kyle. Thanks to everyone who voted. It's going to be a fun one on the afternoon show. We'll be live in the 4 p.m. hour, and that matchup is going to be great. Features Chef Kevin versus Snowball, so get ready for that one this afternoon. Again, thank you to everyone who watched. My name is Jake Asman. This has been the Jake Asman Show. Jets, 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 Jets.
Hello, Jake.
Hey, Lane. How are you?
Great. Do you see the Jets possibly drafting, was it Dixon?
Dixon?
Yeah.
Who's Dixon?
He's out of college. Dixon Hall.
I'm actually not familiar with Dixon Hall. What position does he play?
QB.
So Dixon Hall, quarterback.
Yeah.
Do you think that Dixon Hall would be a good pick by the Jets?
Yeah.
I'm going to look into Dixon Hall, but your scouting acumen speaks for itself. All right, Dixon Hall to the Jets. Let's start the campaign, people.
Dixon Hall. It's almost like Knoble.
Yeah, but Knoble ended up being a great find by you. You were ahead of the curve.
Well, I did find that he got into an accident with his estranged girlfriend.
That's right.
I'm going into a house. He's alive. The 27 pick in the NFL draft, the New York Jets select Dixon Hall out of Arizona State. What am I, a mind reader? Like, I know every player. So, yeah, that's all I have to say.
To the late trade.
My mother wants to know who I'm talking to. I'm on StreamYard, Mom. I'm on YouTube.
Hey, Mom! The meatloaf!
Charles, you're the best, dude. I can't. Mom, the meatloaf.
The meatloaf!
Mom, meatloaf.